In this video, I will describe what a backdoor Roth IRA contribution is, for whom it is useful, show you how exactly to perform this transaction in Fidelity, and lastly, how to file this transaction with the IRS when you file your taxes each year. So first off, a backdoor Roth IRA contribution. This is just a nickname, the term backdoor, right? It's not something you'll find officially on the IRS website. And I want you to also understand that there's no such thing as a backdoor Roth IRA where you park your assets. It's not like a special type of IRA. No, it's just a normal Roth IRA, but you get money there in that bucket through a circuitous route. And we'll describe that process here. What exactly is a backdoor Roth IRA contribution? It's a way for high-income earners to contribute to an IRA. For whom is it useful? Well, it turns out that the IRS has income limits for Roth IRA contributions where you're directly contributing to a Roth IRA. However, you can make gazillions of dollars a year but still be eligible to make traditional IRA contributions, with the caveat that those contributions would be non-deductible, meaning you wouldn't get any tax benefit from doing so immediately. So kind of what is the process by which one would accomplish a backdoor Roth IRA contribution? Well, first off, you ideally would have $0 in balances in traditional IRAs before you do this process. I found myself violating that kind of prerequisite a few years ago because I had a rollover IRA from when I used to work at a different engineering company. And this was in a rollover traditional IRA. And wanting to do a backdoor Roth IRA, I had a contribution. I had a bit of a predicament. So what I ended up doing to resolve that issue is I rolled that rollover IRA into my current employer's 401k. And once I performed that rollover, or whatever you call it, rollover of the rollover, I now have $0 in balance at traditional IRAs. Step two is simply to contribute to a traditional IRA. And since high-income earners aren't going to get a tax deduction for this, I'm calling it a non-deductible traditional IRA. It's just a normal IRA, but you're not getting the tax benefit from those contributions. And step three in this process is simply to convert that traditional IRA to a Roth IRA after you contribute. And then once the money's in the Roth IRA via the traditional IRA, via the backdoor, invest as you like. And then lastly, there is a tiny bit of accounting you have to do with the IRS, and you do so in Form 8606. So hopefully that provides a little bit of background, and let's proceed. So every year, the government updates a bunch of numbers in the tax code, how much you can contribute to an IRA, a 401k, etc. And as part of that information that they update every single year, it's the phase-out range for Roth IRA eligibility. And for married filing jointly in 2024, couples making above $240,000 are ineligible from contributing to a Roth IRA. And that's not a particularly digestible set of words, and Fidelity and others, of course, news articles you can find on the internet, summarize this succinctly. So above $240,000 for married filing jointly in 2024 are ineligible to contribute to a Roth IRA. For those filing singly, this is $161,000 not eligible. And again, this is modified adjusted gross income. So this is not gross income, but rather income after deductions such as 401k, healthcare premiums, and HSA contributions, and so on. So there's going to be a potentially sizable gap between your gross income and what your modified adjusted gross is. Nonetheless, if you find yourself in this region here or here, then you're going to want to execute a backdoor Roth IRA contribution. In order to do so at Fidelity, the process is dirt simple. So here's my landing page. I have some money in my brokerage account here, and my brokerage account I use as a checking account, and I have a blog post about that if you'd like. I'm earning about 5% interest right now on cash, and anyway, that's what I do. So kind of what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to move $5,000 from my checking/brokerage account here, first off to my traditional IRA, which currently has zero balance. And then step two, right? So that was step one. Step two is I'm going to move that money from my traditional IRA to my Roth, and that's it. Just a two-step process. So I'll click transfer, and let's get this to work. All right, so here's how the process works. I'm moving money from my checking/brokerage account, 7,800 bucks, to, I mean, that's my current balance. I'm moving this to my traditional IRA, and let's move $5,000 here. All right, and I get this confirmation here. Yes, I want to execute that. So I'm back at my landing page here. My checking account/brokerage balance has decreased by $5,000, and my traditional IRA balance has increased by $5,000. So now I have $5,000 there. So now we're into step two of the process, which I'm going to transfer from my traditional IRA to my Roth IRA. And I'm just going to click transfer and do that right now. So here I'm going to execute the conversion from traditional to Roth, just transferring those $5,000 from my traditional account to my Roth. And so long as we do this conversion right away and don't accrue interest in this traditional IRA account in excess, right, of the $5,000, then there aren't going to be any tax implications on this conversion. I tried recording this earlier where I converted all of the account, and for some reason Fidelity has an error sometimes when you try to do that. But my current balance is $5,000, so I'm going to put in $5,000. So even though I am transferring all of the account, like there's just some bug in Fidelity system right now that's forcing me to go this partial conversion route, which is the entire account anyway. And here I'm just going to confirm that I'm going to do this Roth conversion. And at the end of this two-step process, I now should have a $0 balance in my traditional IRA. That $5,000 should now be in my Roth IRA, and I am free to invest those $5,000 as I would like. And again, I've effectively contributed to a Roth IRA, but via the backdoor. First step, getting that money into the traditional, then converting it up to a Roth through that transfer button there. If you're interested in doing this transaction in Vanguard or other brokerages, it's very simple. I've done this at Vanguard in the past, and you would accomplish it in a very similar manner. Just Google how to convert Roth IRA Vanguard, and that'll get you there. And through following these links, you'll be able to execute the Roth IRA conversion. The nice thing about Fidelity is that it executes the conversion immediately. And I think, if memory serves me well, at Vanguard, there was maybe a day or two that you had to wait for that transaction to clear. So anyway, I hope that helps. You can literally perform a backdoor Roth IRA contribution in less than 2 minutes. It's almost as easy as contributing directly to a Roth IRA, but it just requires that extra step. I guess the last thing I should describe is how to file taxes and show you a completed 8606 tax form. So here is what a form 8606 looks like with the IRS. Your tax software will generate this automatically, assuming that first off you report the traditional IRA contribution, and then second off you report the conversion in your tax software through a 1099-R as a distribution from your traditional IRA, and that's a pretty easy step. And so this is what the completed form looks like, and if you've done it correctly, there should be no tax implications, assuming again that we didn't accrue interest in our traditional IRA before converting, and so there's kind of a sense of urgency in converting as soon as possible with that traditional IRA. So hope that helps. And good luck with your backdoor Roth IRA contributions in the future. And if you're so lucky enough to have access to the elusive mega backdoor Roth IRA contribution through your employer's 401k, the process is very similar. The mechanics are very similar, but instead of a paltry $7,000 or $6,000 of contribution space per year, it's going to be tens of thousands of extra space in a 401k. So look into whether that option is available to you, because it is a game changer if so.